Hey everyone, Normie Gardner here. A few days ago I posted a video on SHOE0NHEAD, the popular YouTuber, and was critical of her. I said SHOE0NHEAD is worse than a SJW. I got some critical comments on the video, and usually that doesn't bother me too much, but when I was looking over the video again, I did think that I was a little bit disjointed, and my thoughts weren't really organized, like they're ever organized, but in this case, they're especially scattered and disorganized. So I thought it'd be worth my time and yours to do a follow-up to this topic and explain further what I mean when I say that SHOE0NHEAD, the YouTuber, is the anti-SJW YouTuber, is actually worse than any SJW and is actually kind of dishonest. Now, I don't see any reason to back off of anything I said in the first video, but I can see how looked like I was implying that because I said that SHOE0NHEAD didn't, that I gave some examples of her being dishonest in her videos and kind of left the implication that therefore she's dishonest. Actually, I think I said she's dishonest and she's not being honest about what she believes. Now, a lot of people point out that, if you look at SHOE0NHEAD's Twitter, you can see that she's a liberal, left-winger, and that's true, and I did know that for a long time. I guess what I was trying to point out was that it's not apparent in the videos themselves. And in that one example, she definitely just didn't say the person was donating money to NARAL Pro-Choice America. She said a women's health thing, and I had to look it up. So that was kind of disconcerting because if you're pro-choice, just be pro-choice. Don't mask it. Anyway, but the bigger reason I think that SHOE0NHEAD is dishonest, and the reason I think that she is worse than an SJW, is that she is flippant. Flippancy is... I want to explain what this is better, okay? If you want to know what flippancy is like, just look at how anyone talks about another group that they don't agree with. And they don't make actually arguments against that group. They don't actually rebut that group's points. They just say, oh, those guys are so stupid. Stupid idiots. Hey, am I right? Am I right? Stupid, huh? Yeah, stupid. Stupid. They're so stupid. Yeah, they're stupid. Yeah. Okay, did you ever notice that SHOE0NHEAD doesn't seem to make a lot of arguments? Okay, yeah, the wage gap, which is... Congratulations, you're right on the... You're absolutely correct on the wage gap. I'm glad you figured that out. But anything else, she just mocks them. She's like gives funny looks, and it's not even her fault. This stuff has been done by Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, and it's like an epidemic. It's everywhere, and it's awful, and it just makes everything worse. Because here's the thing, all right? Being flippant doesn't mean that you can't mock somebody. What it means is that you mock someone, but you haven't earned the right to mock them. All right? Flippancy works when you're talking with somebody, your audience is someone who agrees with you. Then it's great, and it's easy, and it always works, and the audience claps at everything you said. Oh, yes, that's so fun. They are stupid. They are stupid, host. Very good. But if it's someone who doesn't agree with you, flippancy is infuriating because you are basically dehumanizing the people that don't agree with you. You're telling that person, I'm not even going to consider your arguments. I'm not even, you're automatically assumed to be wrong and evil and stupid, and I'm just going to laugh at you. Ha ha ha. It's like, and it is like Mean Girls. It's like high school. It's like, look at this nerds. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing where I say that SHOE0NHEAD is dishonest, because her flippancy is dishonest. She's not making arguments. She just mocks. Just like Jon Stewart, just mocks. Just like Stephen Colbert, just mocks. And it's cheap humor, okay? It's easy to do, and it's only funny if you agree with the person. If you don't agree with the person, it's not funny. It's infuriating. It's angering. Do you think it's a coincidence that Donald Trump was elected after 8 years of Stephen Colbert, and how many years Jon Stewart, and the whole left doing this video? Do you think it's a coincidence that the right got so pissed off that they elected Donald Trump and they said, screw it, F you guys, whatever? Like, it's, you basically, the left has been telling the right, you're evil and stupid and mockable forever. And guess what? SHOE0NHEAD is on the left, and she does the exact same thing. All right? She doesn't delve into politics very often, but when she does, she acts exactly like an SJW. Exactly, okay? Example, after the gay marriage decision, where the Supreme Court just laid down, just like quashed all debate and laid down and said, okay, and said, okay, now gay marriage is constitutional. You have to define marriage as between any two people. You know, it's over. The debate's over. What did SHOE0NHEAD do? Now, here's what I would have done if I was her. Okay, I would have said to my opponents, listen, okay, I know that some of you are angry and you're upset because you seem like you've just gotten squashed. But here's the thing. You're wrong about gay marriage. You're wrong. If nothing bad's going to happen from gay marriage, guys, okay? And you don't need to worry that your rights are going to get trampled on. It's okay. Love is love, guys. We just want to have, we just want gays to have the same rights as straight people have. You know, that's what I would have said if I was for gay marriage and I was in her position. What did June do? Does anyone know? She made a video just laughing at them, at the people that were against gay marriage, and mocking them, and just like, ha ha ha, ha, they're so stupid, they're so idiots, That's all it was. I mean, she's like an SJW, guys. That's what she's like, all right? And I mean, she just mocks. She's not like an SJW. She's like a mean girl. That's the thing, okay? I mean, SJWs mock too. They do the exact same thing about people. Everyone does this. Flippancy is rampant everywhere now. It's part of the reason why we all hate each other so much, because we're so flippant about each other. Flippancy is deeply connected to hatred. All right? It's very easy to hate, and flippancy, encourages you to hate and despise the other side. So, SHOE0NHEAD's flippant, and furthermore, the reason she's more dangerous than a SJW is, like I said in the previous video, is that the targets that she is mocking are not as smart and clever as she is. Okay? I mean, that's why she picked them. How do I describe this? It's very easy to make fun of the people that get mocked in anti-SJW videos because, I don't agree with these people. I'm not an SJW. I'm not on the left. But at the same time, I can see after the same thing is done to me, how unfair this flippancy attitude is. Okay? Now, I'm going to close by talking about another YouTuber who seems to be very similar to SHOE0NHEAD, at least to someone who hasn't watched both of them. Mr. Metokur. Jim, Internet Aristocrat. If you haven't seen his videos, where have you been? Because they're awesome. He's like the best YouTuber I know. Okay, wow. Jim is awesome as a YouTuber, and Jim also makes fun of people, right? And Jim also makes fun of SJWs, right? Although doesn't do that much anymore, right? What's the difference between SHOE0NHEAD and Jim? I'll give you two differences. One, he makes arguments. Two, he makes actual funny jokes. And there's one more difference. He doesn't show his face. He doesn't rely on his looks or anything like that, or making grimaces. He uses his brain and his mouth to make his points. And his videos are both informative and funny as hell. And here's the thing about Jim is that he's not being flippant. Even though he's mocking, he's giving good reasons to mock. And the people that he chooses to mock, because he doesn't make very many videos, the people that he chooses to mock, they really deserve it in most cases. I mean, they're really acting, either they're really acting ridiculous or they're doing something extremely evil. I mean, the dentist tying down children, or, pedophiles, those sort of things. So, and here's another thing. It's that Jim has different tones, okay? Sometimes he's in full mocking mode, and even when he does that, he makes arguments and points out that, unless there's no need to make an argument because it's so stupid. But also, he gets into serious mode where he has a more serious tone and does his research and gives examples. And his videos are always, really, really well done. And so, the difference in quality is enormous. If anyone has watched both of these YouTubers, you don't need to make the argument. There's, no argument to be made. No one thinks, oh, SHOE0NHEAD's better than, Mr. Metokur. No. it's not even this in the same ballpark. I mean, Mr. Metokur is like an artist, and SHOE0NHEAD is just, you know, this girl with a rabbit, you know? So, I mean, like, you see the difference, though, is that Jim respects his targets enough to make arguments when they are needed, you know? He'll actually point out the hypocrisy in this person. They'll say, oh, look, this is why. You know, he does it in a very much better way than I could do. You know, he points out the flaws in their arguments. He points out the hypocrisy or the evil that they are doing and mercilessly pounds them for it. But he definitely just doesn't point and laugh. He makes an argument, he does his homework, he does his research, and he does it in a way that's so smooth and flawless that his videos are a joy to watch. Okay? So, there's a difference. All right, anything else you need to cover? I think, personally, that Mr. Metokur is definitely a funnier person than SHOE0NHEAD, and probably a better person as well. I'm not saying he's a great person. I'm not saying I'm a great person. I'm not saying, but I'm saying that at least he does his research and seems to, like, care about his impact on people. Like he doesn't just mock, and like not care. Everyone he's targeting in his videos has completely deserved it. Now, is that the same thing for SHOE0NHEAD? I don't think so. Of course, but you know, she makes a funny face, you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking about some of those about some of the comments. One guy said that you know, I was just disappointed because, you know, my waifu didn't believe what I believed or whatever. I make me laugh because, like, honestly, not the case really. I'm not really attracted to that kind of. You know, like, I mean, if I had chosen just on looks on a YouTuber, I'd probably go with like something like Lacey Green or Brittany Pettibone, like as far as pure looks go. Not too skinny and too New Jersey for me. Nah, I would, anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm married to a woman who's like way hotter than all these thoughts. Anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.